Which team, by colors alone, is identifiable around the world?
The autumn wind is a raider.
Which team, by slogan, commitment to excellence?
Pillaging just for fun.
Just win, baby.
He'll knock you round.
All those things
Then upside down
are the Raiders.
and laugh when he's conquered and won.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win.
He's blowing up. Raiders.
Just win, baby.
Just win, baby. We try to figure it out. We scrapping and scraping right now. What's good with you? Welcome to the Bart Show. Thanks for hopping on the Bart, the Bay Area Raiders Talk. It's your boy Black, the 7-1 Raider. This is brought to you by Business Decision Sports. And the spot can't be hot unless you got the Raider hot spot. So what's good with you, bro? Hey, we was just on this Bart yesterday, and we was talking about why they fire your boy a day after Black Monday. And then so we kind of felt like, okay, it was some level of normacy. Like the Raiders, kind of like the boat wasn't necessarily rocking. And guess what? I heard something go. No, actually, I got a call from you, and you said, "Did you hear that?" No, Telesco getting thrown overboard. And Telesco is now gone. Telesco is now gone. Now, me personally, how I feel about it is I didn't understand why people didn't like him so much. They was kind of upset over the Josh Jacob things, understandably. But he did do good in drafting, something that we did need help in. But is this part of a bigger picture? Is this part of a bigger play? Is there kind of implications what's going on? We just gonna freestyle the conversation about Telesco, and we're gonna see where it go and see what you guys think about it as well, because this is, hey, all is not quiet on the Western Front, and we're putting the fun. And I just said we need to put the fun back in dysfunctional. Well, guess what?
Here we are.
We're back to fun.
We're
what you think, brother?
again, guys. Man, we are having fun again. Here we go. This is okay. So I'm torn here, right? You know that I see the football landscape from the world of from the eyes, like perspective of a general manager. So my heart goes out to Tom Telesco tonight. Tom, wherever you are.
Right.
Damn, man. Damn. Like, really, thank you for being a professional, getting us Brock motherfucking Bowers, right? Doing your thing out there and just paying attention to details, being an adult in the room when there weren't always adults in the room. So been a long time since we had a professional do what you do, and I think it helped, you know. But man, ain't no honor amongst thieves, Tom. And you got to win people too. So that's all I got to say, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. You got to win people. But then also, though, to keep it solid, if there's going to be a new regime that comes in and they don't want him picking the artillery in which they're going to fight with, then he's just a casualty of war, right? And then, like you said, there's no honor amongst thieves when it comes to that.
Yeah, the days of general manager having the power and control to pick head coaches, go about that. That seems to be kind of not a thing anymore. It's more like, regimes, little groupies, little buddies,
Little baby Colts.
little snack packs or whatever. Yeah.
So do you think so I'm just gonna say, when I first hear this, I tried to deduct this in Raider logic, right? What could this mean? What could this mean? It could mean a couple or maybe like three things I could think of the top of my head. It could mean that Gruden is on his way, and I expressed like, how would he and Telesco bump heads? But I would think it would be a great thing. I would have gone as far as to say it would have put us in a better position had we had a GM in place, then bring in Gruden, and then let him work with what Telesco give him, and then they just thug it out during whatever and see if it works. Another scenario could be as if they want to bring in like a Belichick or a Pete Carroll, but not even necessarily Pete Carroll. Like, Pete Carroll might have been cool with Telesco. I don't know. But maybe a scenario like that. And then maybe even a third, they actually got action with some high caliber coach like a Ben Johnson, which this would be some Raider shit to do, because that means we're tampering, because we wouldn't fire our GM unless we had a gentleman's agreement or something of that being the case. And I'm sure out that we did something stupid and then we'll lose a draft pick. So those are the three initial knee-jerk thoughts that I had coming up with all this, because this has to mean something, because I would think that you would fire the GM first and then the coach, because it made it look really, really bad on AP to even get a job further. If you would have fired the GM first, then would at least made it look like, okay, the whole structure was messed up. It wasn't an AP thing.
Right. Which is funny, because they came within a day of each other. You would think people could just be like, transpose, whatever. But let's address each one of your things, and I have a fourth. Okay. So first thing is, you said John Gruden. If they fired a good GM so they can bring back John Gruden and give him control over personnel, then this may be I'm probably in hell, and I just haven't realized it yet. Okay, because the personnel decisions. Do we need to go back through the list of draft picks under John Gruden?
No, but they would bend over backwards for John Gruden, because remember what I also said yesterday. If he wanted his position back, then whoever gotta go. I wasn't thinking the GM, but I mean, like, he has a right to have it the way he had it before he left.
But does he though? Because he was so bad at the draft.
Yeah, he was bad at that part. So it would be smart of him to get a GM, but we got egos involved here.
No, he don't have a job yet. Listen, we doing enough giving it back to him. You can't give it to him and give him personnel control. What is this? No. Do you want another Damon Arnett? Do you want another freaking? Come on. I mean, I can keep going. Cleveland Farrell. You want Cleveland Farrell again? Huh? You can get it. Listen. If they do that, then yeah, it is a nightmare that I'm never going to wake up from. That's what's happened. And yeah, that's sad. But the other options, you said Belichick. Belichick would absolutely want to have a strong say in who his GM is going to be. I can understand even if John Gruden wanted that, right? But it needs to be an actual GM, not a play one. Okay? If I hear that John Gruden gets the job and then he's bringing back Mike Mayock, That's not the same thing. Okay. Yeah, real, like, professional, had a GM job before. GM. Okay. Now, Belichick's going to want that input. That makes sense. Even Pete Carroll is going to want that input. That makes sense. Ben Johnson made it very clear he wants that input. And that makes sense. But there's one more possible where the GM, their decision making, and their penchant to, I don't know, not trade up in the draft could have been a deal breaker. And that's the Sanders package.
The Sanders package. Because I ain't go. There's one option I will coach in the NFL. Oh, now we changing our tune now. Oh, now you playing in B flat right now. And that's if they take my boys. Notice I said boys.
Boys,
you know what I'm saying?
Boys.
Yeah, boys. Right?
Can I ask you a question? Do we have a need at quarterback and safety this offseason? I'm just
we do. We do.
That's crazy. Okay.
We do. So essentially what you're saying is that, hey, Telesco was like, look, I'm not really feeling us moving up. We had the spot, whatever. I don't want to move up, but if we and I don't want to do it, and then the franchise like, no, buddy, it's not a matter of you want to do it. It's a matter of you're going to be the one that do it.
He's like, no, because look how smart I was last time we got Brock Bowers out of it. And we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to get another something or other like that. And we'll get a quarterback when it's time. Let's sign I don't know, who's a middling quarterback? We try to replay it again. And they're like, you see, the problem is that's already done, though.
Yeah.
Like, you have to just do it, though.
Because now me seeing Deion coming out saying he will coach, because at first it was emphatic no. See, this is the thing about him. This is what people I don't understand. They get like they drink the prime Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Is that he sets the bar here, and you get so enamored with him that when he moves it, you move right with him.
Yeah.
And then when you call him out on it, well, look how much he did for the school. Look how much he did for this. Look what he did right here. Everybody become apologists, and I'm like, wait a minute, but that ain't what he said though.
He said he wasn't going to leave to go to Colorado or any other big time school,
and he did it. He said he wasn't going to leave Colorado and go to the NFL. He gonna do it. So that is possible. That is possible, right? Because why would it play out like this? I mean, the Raiders don't do conventional things, but when they do the unconventional, you can see the logic in hindsight, and then you say, oh, that was stupid, because it do be stupid. Now, I just gave the Raiders their props for the first time, and I don't know how long that they're starting to move smart now. So are they moving smart still? I don't know, because it all is contingent on who is the hire. If the hire is somebody that makes sense, then people are going to be cool with the fact that they got rid of Telesco. A lot of people already didn't like Telesco. Did y'all like Telesco? I didn't have a problem with him. I mean, 1 year as a GM, that's difficult to get kicked out after 1 year. What do y'all think? Because out of those options, all those 4 options, I think all 4 of those are viable. But now, if the Raiders do not pick a coach in the next couple of days, like announce who the coach is in the next couple of days, then it's going to be an issue. Especially if it end up being Dan Johnson. Because that means we fired our GM knowing that we were going to hire him, meaning that all these interviews he going on and we haven't even interviewed him yet, and he got the job. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think about that? I don't know. Me personally, I don't know what I think they're gonna do, but my initial was Shador to the Raiders and Coach Prime and Shiloh.
I mean, you know, if there's a lot of contingency here, right? But I mean, the only thing that makes me feel like Deion is hard to push here, right, is because do we know we're getting Shador Sanders at this point? You know what I mean? Could we?
Yeah, that's
Could
a
we
big
know
risk.
that? But this
Yeah,
is the
that's a
thing.
big risk.
Why is Ben Johnson interviewing with us if we're not getting
See,
Shador Sanders?
or the ability to get a top-ranked quarterback.
Because he made that a part of his thing, right?
Yeah, and it only makes sense.
I mean, right?
Yeah, because remember,
So
people were saying that the Raider was a unattractive job, and I said I changed how I looked at that because I think the Raider job is an attractive job because of all the perks that a coming regime will have.
he's coming here first, bro. It's not even like, oh, we're getting an first one.
Yeah.
And he said he's not taking interviews for jobs that he doesn't want or it's not going to take. That aren't real possibilities.
So who you think it is?
I think we got to know we're getting Shador, bro.
We
This
got to know
means
we
Deion
get.
is in. He must be in.
So we getting should. Yeah. Well.
Right. Either Deion is like, listen, I'm good with this whole thing. I'm still going to stay at Colorado, but you guys need to take these two and put them with Ben or some shit, right? Or this is fully the full Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? You get the trio.
I'm like, this boy got drafted twice. Coach Prime got drafted twice.
I mean, it might just be that, right? It could absolutely be Belichick. It could be Carroll, right? You know, it could be even Gru. But
You said, wait, the Raiders are interviewing Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson.
I called him Dan earlier.
Dan. Like the Olympiad.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said everybody getting fired on their day off. Right. How you get fired on your day off? You at home thinking, well, they fired him. Okay, woo. They went by. No, he still kind of was a little annoyed probably that day. And then the next day after that, he got fired. Like, come on,
man. Yeah. I don't know. That was because we were like, oh man, how could you fire somebody so late? Raiders were like, hold my beer, hold on. I got this.
Yeah, I got one more thing to do.
He said so late. Look, let me show you late. They fired a GM after 1 year. 1 year. It just the league is different now, man. I just have to say that. Like the world has gotten much colder. I can feel it.
Dang, they doing interviews. They doing interviews virtually now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how
you used to go to the facility.
Not for the first one.
Yeah, huh?
Yep. Because it used to be they used to always do like a two-parter, right? This is the initial interview. And then if somebody come back, they pretty much got it. You know what I mean? now, I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah, I'm trying to see when is the interview.
Tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow. That's why he did this today.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It says Ben Johnson scheduled to interview with Raiders about head coaching. Let me see. Well, the Raiders put in their request and are scheduled to meet with Ben Johnson on Friday. Damn.
I told you tomorrow, bro. We're the first one.
Yeah. Tomorrow for you guys. So that's going to be a lot of information that's circling around is the fact that that he's going to do a virtual interview. Like you said, the mere fact that he even taken the interview speaks volumes. And they're going to tell him some stuff that he is going to try, that's going to, shake his head up a little bit. Like, because I know he's going to want to know what their intentions when it comes to drafting.
Right.
How are they going to get a quarterback?
Mm-hmm. And, I'll say this. Maybe we did this because, there's these other possibilities out there, and we want to give ourselves the best chance at getting one of those, Belichick or Gruden or something or other, or Ben Johnson.
But you ain't got to fire the man first.
Right.
You ain't got to fire him first to do that. You can tell them in the interview, like, what do you want? You need a GM too? That's all you got to say. You can be like,
so why do you think he would get fired then?
Because they know who their coach is already. The Raiders know who their coach is already. They know who it is. And I don't think it's Ben Johnson. I don't think it's Ben Johnson.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's probably Deion. Just because the mere fact that he said he made that statement that he a coach in the NFL now. Because he's not doing that to leverage money against Colorado. He wouldn't go that route about it. You know what I'm saying? Because he always been playing, this my cohort, this my GM. I love it here. I want my face on that white mountain, want my black face on that white mountain over there when I look out my office. And I got all this stuff and this great here and it's everything wonderful. Is it really though? Because y'all ran out of money when it got to the bowl game. Y'all ran out of money when y'all got to the bowl game. Then y'all lost the bowl game. Like, y'all talking about national championship, you got to win the little baby bowl game first. He don't have a record of winning those bowl games, even at JSU. He's there to bring you attention. He's a media darling. That's it.
Recruiter. He recruits very well too.
And he'll do the same for the Raiders. We ain't gonna win hella games with him. But we gonna sell the hell out of some tickets and be on TV though. With his baby boy. My baby boy right there behind the center. So yeah, we can go that route with it. But if we really trying to win some games, you better go get you a Pete Carroll or you better go get you a Ben Johnson for real. And ask Ben what it is that he really want. What is it that you want? Tom Brady asked him that I seen a meme with Tom Brady talking with Mark Davis with a blank check behind him because we're going to be paying 4 coaches now, people. 4 coaches. We're paying 4 coaches. It doesn't go against the salary cap or nothing, but we're paying 4 coaches. Does that even make sense?
No. Mark is cheap though.
Deion is like Magic Johnson. That's a great comparison. Great comparison.
Mark is a cheap owner. He wouldn't pay for those coaches.
You wouldn't pay for who?
Mark Davis is so cheap, though. Why would he pay for all those coaches? That can't be true.
Right, because Mark Davis ain't cheap no more.
What?
Mark got the bread. Mark got the bread now.
That's not what the media.
Because how we be in Oakland, we couldn't afford a coach right now.
And there it is.
Unless we had a new stadium. Don't try to play with me.
We wouldn't get no new stadium. You know, we wouldn't get no stadium.
I'm saying we had.
Who's gonna build that shit? Who's gonna build it?
We're not gonna have this conversation. We're not having this conversation tonight. We're talking all things Telesco. We're not having this conversation.
This is the only thing me and him beef on.
Right.
As long as we don't talk about the stadium deal in Oakland.
Right. Don't nobody talk to me about the stadium deal. Nobody better talk to me about the stadium deal.
We'll
no one.
One of us is not exactly impartial about it.
I was in Oakland when it was happening, and I've seen it on ground zero. But I get everybody's sentiments, but at the same time, it wasn't exactly like how everybody's saying.
No,
it wasn't all the way.
It was that missed meeting, bro. That's really what it was.
Because they wouldn't even let Ronnie Lott and them buy the team. I mean, pay for it and all that. Like, they had the money, man. They just was beefing on some weird stuff. But it's cool. It's cool. That's water under the bridge. So I'm gonna lose that argument anyway, because y'all got the team, and to the victor goes the spoils, right?
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
We get to write the history on that.
Yeah, you get to write the history on that, right? Exactly.
So what happened was,
what had really happened was they gonna tell you this what it was, but that's because they was lying to keep the team, but it didn't work.
It
didn't work. Where are they playing right now? So yeah, I don't know. So hey, Mark Davis, I'm sure if it was a Mark Davis decision, he gonna go with Deion, because at the end of the day, he can do the Jerry Jones. Yeah, a championship would be nice, but as long as we relevant, then I'm winning. Because as long as I'm relevant, then the Cowboys are gonna be America's team.
Ticket prices went up.
So that's why a lot of people say it's a shame that the Raiders are even in this situation to begin with, being such a storied franchise.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like there is any specific entity of a cabal, one could say, that is actively trying to kneecap the Raiders and hold them back or anything.
Oh no, that's arguable.
Really?
That's arguable. It's arguable, but even if it ain't true, the Raiders do enough to put themselves in these situations like this. So, if it is one, it ain't working in overtime. So
he said.
So
who knows, man? Who knows?
Because it's like the good old boy network, and the Raiders never really been part of that.
Absolutely not.
So him and Jerry Jones
broken apart.
Yeah, him and Jerry Jones, Al Davis, him and Jerry Jones used to have this friendly competition that really wasn't so friendly, because they both wanted to be America's team. One wanted to be the America's team, and one wanted to be the people's team.
Right. No. Last I checked, America was made of people, so that was a conflict.
Yeah, so
I don't know.
Jerry Jones did a lot. Jerry Jones helped get money to take the Raiders to the Las Vegas. This was during the time when nobody wanted to touch Las Vegas and gambling. They doing both now.
He did it to make up for the fact that he screwed us out of LA.
Man, you should have gave us the money to get a stadium in Oakland if that was the case.
Well, the reason he was able to, he didn't get us the money. He just basically made the other owners say that they were going to be okay with us moving there.
Right. But if he really wanted to, trust me, if he wanted to give Mark Davis some bread and some finances to because they like, the Raiders are better. The NFL is worth more when the Raiders are good, and they deserve a new stadium because they won the original teams, and we get them a new stadium because we keep giving these new teams stadiums. Like everybody got a stadium. You get a stadium. You get a stadium. Matter of fact, Jerry Jones them needs to get a new stadium. That $1 billion playpen is cheap now. So,
yeah, that's funny how fast stuff ages out when it's all high techy.
Yeah, but look how much money the NFL make, and then look how much the teams made from the profit share. They made hella money last year over that.
Mm-hmm.
Because look how the stadiums look. Because even when the Rams was weak and the Chargers they still ain't, up there on level. They making hella money at SoFi, that big ass stadium. They hosted the Super Bowl there already. And if they haven't, I know they hosted the Super Bowl there already, and their team has won a Super Bowl. And that's how they get you to pay for the stadium is if your team win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, which is why.
Or if your team don't win the Super Bowl, they'll just host it there.
They did. They host Super Bowl at the new arenas all the time.
Yeah, that's how you get your money back in part.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a business. It's called sports entertainment. This ain't really sports like that, man.
Yeah.
It said it should have been America's Team versus America's Most Wanted.
Look at that.
Yeah, okay. I see what you did there. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, Fuentes.
Yeah.
All right. So we put out the word, let people know. But I don't know. I think it's gonna be interesting. Some people that I wonder if they stick around, right? First off, Ben Johnson. There's still Mr. Philbin, Joe Philbin.
Oh, yeah.
I believe Ben Johnson worked under him.
Ben Johnson worked under him?
I believe so. Miami.
I'm about to say, he better go to Home Depot and get him some boxes.
Joe Philbin.
Because they about to clean out everybody and everything. But if he got action like that, he might just stay.
You think they're going to clean out Rob Leonard and Edgar Bennett and Frank Smith?
Look, what's the motivation for them to stay?
They're good at coaching. Edgar Bennett's been through 4 administrations, I think.
So if that is the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
The franchise know who they are. So yeah, they'll stay if that's the case.
And then
because those positions aren't the head coach, D coordinator, O coordinator. You know what I'm saying? It's those parts that everybody look at and kind of gauge what's going on with the coaching staff. They don't look at the 12 or 10 or the 8 other coaches on the both sides of the ball that really when they break up into session and coaching, they getting coaching and training and all that. They don't look at it like that.
That's actually that's where the rubber meets the road, to be real, right?
That is where the rubber meets the road.
That the coaches, the players know these coaches. They're the ones they're talking to every day.
Yeah, because the main coach can get fired because your position coach ain't doing what you like. Let's say if your O-line coach is really messing up, and the reason why your team losing is because your O-line. They might fire the O-line coach, right? But if they bring one in and it don't change, guess what's about to happen?
The coordinator's gone.
The coordinator's gone, if not the head coach, right?
Right. Yeah.
Depending on the team and the necessity to bust a move because it's a coach available.
Yeah.
Because if a new coach come in, he gonna want his coordinator, not the old one.
Absolutely. Let's talk about this, the other part of what this Telesco thing means. It means that the person that I thought should probably have been the GM in the first place, and who is still here, probably working his magic in the background, bringing us gems as we speak. Champ Kelly. How's Champ Kelly doing tonight?
Better not speak his name up 3 times like Candyman. He gonna get fired.
Shh. I'll never say his name again. You know who I mean.
That'd be it.
That's it. That's all I gotta say. I think that there might be something right about the world happening right now. We'll see. We'll see. I got a feeling who made all of those chase on Snowden, you know, Spillane kind of calls. I know who that, that it continues through 2 seasons of different actual GMs, but the same MO. Who's been here for both those administrations?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And so maybe somebody noticed that. Maybe for once, black man got ahead via merit. Could it happen?
Well, like I said, if something don't give in the next couple of days, then the Raiders on some weird. They on some shenanigans. That's all I'm gonna say. If we don't find out who our coach is by this time next week, we on shenanigans. And it shouldn't be till Friday either. I'm talking about really we should know by Wednesday. But whatever. If this time next week we don't know who our coach is, especially by Friday by noon, oh yeah, we on shenanigans.
Yeah, I mean, you have to figure you can't or wouldn't make such a dramatic move with the GM. Like you said, because you don't have to do that until you've already made a hire, right?
Right.
Let me ask you something. Ben Johnson can't even, his first chance at an interview is tomorrow, right? So legally, there's no way we could have already hired him.
Right. Not even make a gentleman's agreement, because if they find out that's what happened,
Did Detroit play on NBC anytime recently? I'm just asking.
Oh, I don't know what they played on. But I would definitely be like, oh, yeah. Yeah, see, and that's the thing about Tom Brady doing that job. Like, that's going to create an issue eventually. Because first of all, he's already a known cheater, right? And y'all going to let him have the inside track and stuff. And then y'all eventually going to bite y'all in the butt. Because they're going to be like, oh, hell, the Raiders won a Super Bowl? Hell no. Actually, they ain't going to have to win it. All they're going to have to do is show up there. They're going to be like, how the Raiders get here, man? No.
What's he talking about, man? He said he's already a known cheater.
And then, 8 years later, there's going to be a documentary come out talking about how the Raiders stole a Super Bowl. What the heck is going on here? What's up with the tribe? The tribe said Telesco passed by Brady's office and said it was a fumble. Oh, he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to show you a fumble. You can go and fumble your way up off this
that
facility.
wouldn't work because Brady already admitted it was a fumble to Charles Woodson.
Oh, yeah, but still, I don't care. That didn't make me feel no better. That didn't help my.
It's the first thing he said when he stepped foot in the Raiders facility.
That didn't hurt my. That didn't help heal my childhood trauma.
It will never.
That was traumatic.
It wasn't childhood. Stop it.
It was traumatic. It was.
Trying to make it more dramatic.
I was a young gen at that time.
I was young gen out of in college, deep in college.
Right, exactly. But still, though, that changed the trajectory of my life. I had no faith in. I didn't have faith in nothing for a little while after that, especially sports. I'm a cynic now in sports because of that.
It was not a great time for believing in systems working and
right.
fairness.
Yeah.
That was post the 2000 election. Right after it. Do you guys remember the 2000 election? No, you don't, because you weren't born.
It wasn't born. Yeah.
You see, when people like this Trump person recently has been talking about elections being stolen and cheating and stuff. No, this was the real shit. Like that shit happened. Okay. This stuff right here is games. What y'all talking about? You see, my first election was literally stolen. Like outright. Ask anybody. And it was in broad daylight in front of everybody. The Supreme Court was like, I'll take that. Thank you.
Oh, you talking about when they found all them votes in Florida?
Or remember all the possible felons that
Gore beat Bush, but because they found all of a sudden they found a bunch of votes in Jeb Bush's office in Florida, and like, oh shucks, what's these? How many votes you said you needed? 1,000,008. Man, these are 1,023 right here. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, yeah, go and put them in there. That's what happened.
He said his brother was the governor, bro. Like,
was he not? Was he not?
He was. Yes, he was.
Jeb Bush was his. Yeah.
Jeb.
Yeah, Jeb Bush. Pizzle. What's up, Pizzle? Hey, Pizzle. Pizzle, I want to know what you think, man. If you free to jump on, it's good. But I was wondering what you was thinking.
Pizzles, man. What?
Yeah, he was like, Jeb was like, we got this. Don't worry about this, bro. He was like, hey, little brother. Hey, man. I'm down votes, man. I'm doing bad. You know the Bush way, right?
Yes, bros before all you hoes.
Oh, yeah. Bros before those.
All those.
Those other ones.
Those other people's.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, wow. Yeah, they really did. They really did do that. So you're right. In broad daylight.
And then like, I don't know, the towers fell. Everybody was like, damn.
Yeah, all of a sudden, while he over there reading books to kids. When was he? He wasn't even known as that kind of president. This motherfucker reading the book upside down and shit, the book upside down. And they like, then somebody come whisper in his ear and he like, yeah, what? They did what?
No.
Oh, shucks, okay. Hey, kids. Yeah. Man. I'm like, y'all, hey, you know what? It's the American way.
No, but he had no way to know. It's not like he was warned by a presidential briefing that says,
bro. Looks like, yeah. We talking all things Telesco.
Oh no.
It's all good, brother. It's all good. Enjoy.
Oh no. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. That's right, Tribe. That's right.
Yeah. Everyone was reading it upside down, talking about Mary. Mary had a little lamb.
Why do you keep looking at his watch like that, though?
Her fleece was white as snow. You know what fleeces are, don't you? And everywhere that Mary went, her fleece was sure to go.
Oh,
and the little kid's sitting there like, what is this man doing?
Why is he being so goofy?
Yeah. But yeah, so what do you think is in the future for Telesco now? Go somewhere else, draft hella good, team turn around, maybe go to Jacksonville or something. Who needs a GM?
Jacksonville definitely needs one, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know, man. It just feel like Telesco, like maybe it's just not in the cards for you right now, bro. Like take a minute. Like he need to take a minute and just like go on a self, actualization vacation kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like take a year and just travel, man.
No, why? You better get back on the horse.
Do some meditation and shit. Like just really.
Man, you better, man. The best way to get over a toxic relationship is get into another one.
I don't know, man. I think you need some you time, bro. Just like for yourself, Nah,
man. Man, look, don't let that experience. Oh yeah, he might need some time because he just went through the same thing in San Diego. Yeah, you might be right.
In LA. That's what I'm like, LA. Dude.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be right.
Everything and right. And then it was like,
he needs to go to the community college. He needs to go to a community college and take an interpersonal communication class or something.
Yeah, and like pottery or something,
So people can learn to like him.
Just for you though, like.
But he looks likable though.
Does he though?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen him with a person? Another person?
That's a pretty legit question.
Any other person?
Yeah, that might be a reason for me to like him though. I'll be like, cause he like, man, I ain't fucking with nobody, man. That might be a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
Every time I saw him, it was just like him.
Him, huh?
He was like looking at something suspiciously, and he was alone. So I don't know. AP
isn't. He online doing therapy right now.
Oh yeah, because he skirted out the day before after that press conference playing mini men and shit, feeling himself.
Pissed at the Raiders. Like these niggas. I burnt the bridge at my old job to get this job. I can't go back there. So where can you go when you can't go home? Because the Raiders was his home. Oh wow! Cheers. Yeah. That's pretty good. You quick on your feet.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can go where everybody knows your name. You can go where everybody knows your name and they're glad you came.
That's right. You gotta take a break from all your worries. I'm sure will help.
Right. I'm with that. Go coach at New England.
That's cheers, basically. So yeah.
Go be a linebacker coach at New England.
They'll probably hire him just to spite us. Every time we play them, he'll kick our ass.
The linebackers is flying to the ball,
fucking killing us. Like I deciphered their audibles. This is it.
You're gonna have three. You're gonna have three perfects. He gonna be like, yo, how you deciphered anything? Because you sure acted slow when you was here. Act like you couldn't read the timeout handbook or manual.
He's like, I got a lot less to do now. All I do is coach the linebackers. Been here 6 years.
Yeah.
All I do is coach linebackers.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to talk out loud, so
you might want to try to be a D coordinator first, my guy. Please do. That's one of them things. That's one of them things that the Peter principle applied. They hired him above his level of competency, and you're gonna naturally get fired because it's too much.
Yeah. Yep. So you think maybe he should just maybe go back to a position coaching job first, then, or?
Yeah, he better. Unless he can get a position, unless he can get a coordinator job, but how? What's his philosophy?
Have you ever seen him call a play, or?
That's my point. That's my point.
I don't think he's ever called play.
Who would hire AP first, Andy or Harbaugh?
Andy.
Terrible.
Andy Reid. Especially if we hired Spag, right?
Oh yeah, that's the name that I was saying we would do something stupid. Well, we would actually. You're right. Go ahead, say what you're gonna say. I'm sorry, you triggered my thought right there.
No, yeah. If we hired Spagnola, because like we were saying earlier, it's such a Raider thing to do, right?
Yeah, that's the Raider thing to do. That's who we gonna get. That's who we gonna get.
Spag.
I'm glad you said that, because that's what we said is the Raider thing to do, is for them to be doing all this for somebody that they didn't have to do this for.
Yeah, we do all this for Steve Spagnola. We'd be like, what? Y'all, what? We fired everybody for Steve Spagnola. What do you mean?
We better be in the playoffs in 2 seasons, guys.
And then they were like, yeah, we're keeping the Turners as the coordinator too. Coordinator. I'm like, oh, this is okay.
Both of them?
He said both. Spagnola, assistant head coach Norm Turner, offensive coordinator Scott Turner.
Yeah, they have 3 perfects, and the rest wouldn't have no flags in their pockets.
No flags.
It'd be like having the Chargers that have it depends on where he would go, but it'll be 3 perfects.
Yeah,
all 8 hits. And don't let ALC be the quarterback.
Oh god,
You can't run from 3 perfects.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So what do you think is going? Huh?
No, is there? I'm just wondering what we can do to help that man with his athletic ability. Just, in the chat, can you guys maybe got some expertise out there? How do you make someone who moves like a mummy more like a human being?
It's too late for that. It's too late for that. Either you got it or you don't.
Can you do some pliability, some stretching, some some
speed training?
Yeah, with sand rice running.
He probably can go from a 4.9 to a 4.8.
Okay.
If he can get to 4.7, I'm sure he'll feel like he's running 4.5.
If he ran a 4.7, for him that'd be phenomenal. We would be like, look how fast Aiden O'Connell got.
Right. He must have lost 10 pounds.
No.
He need to cut that weird looking mustache off. That's why I keep been saying, I need you to at least look like a quarterback. He looked like he played quarterback back in the Midwest or in the East where it's hella cold. That's what he looked like.
That mustache will keep a lot warmer, I think.
Huh?
The mustache does keep you a lot warmer, with the
Yeah.
air thing.
Why is it so thick though? It ain't gotta be that thick, man. But hey, that's his mustache. I'm just saying. My archetype quarterback. I mean, because I wouldn't necessarily. I would think my quarterback would look like Lamar Jackson either. So, but that's part of the reason why he having issues with he have. But they are marketing him better now, though. He just always got that Pooh Shiesty mask on his head because he looked like he one of them Florida boys that might come up to your window talking about, "Let me wash your window," and next thing you know, your window washed.
Yep. Yep.
He could work out Jameis Winston.
With Jameis. I guess Jameis got a little faster. He had a little molasses problem too.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So like, I'm pretty sure, like I was saying, there was an NBC game on recently with Detroit there, so.
Okay,
and
so
if he happened to interview someone in the capacity of being a reporter, right? So he's asking them pertinent reporter questions like, if the Raiders were to offer you a job, would you accept it? So, I mean, that's like, okay, right?
No.
Are you sure? I mean,
yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure, actually. As soon as you
he's
said
got to
Raiders,
do his job.
as soon as he said Raiders, I think that's when
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. If a team that rhymes with Schmaders offers you the job, would you take it?
Would you like to wear silver and black? Would you wear silver and black on Sundays?
Is that a good color combo for Sundays? What do you think, Ben?
What do you think? Yeah. So, I don't know. So, what do you think is before we dip? What do you think is the next shocking thing that might happen that we just don't see coming? Now, they probably ain't gonna do nothing now because we're looking for it. But I'm just saying. I think what would shock up the nation. I think what would shock up the nation is if they just announced Gruden came back, and then we'll overlook Telesco.
Yeah, no, the Telesco who we'd forget he existed for like 4 days. Do you know what would happen around here? It'd be an absolute fucking my God.
Right.
Most of us would be happy, but then there'd be that faction, right? And then there's the whole, does he get a GM? If they hire him before a GM,
woo! Well, what happened is that after about a week, and then we'll be like, okay, so who's the GM? They're gonna be like, he'll be like him.
That dude right there. Like, who?
Yeah, who is that?
Don't matter.
Oh, that's Keith in marketing. I've been grooming him for a while.
Yeah. He'd be like the same dude that was doing time management for
AP. Raiders this year. Wow.
He made the flyers and
he got 3 seasons in on Madden, so he a little bit better now.
Okay.
Yeah, what's your gaming tag?
In the next couple of days, the Raiders will name Louis Riddick the GM. And the whole thing gets shaken up. Everybody's gonna be like, oh my God, obviously we're going to hire Deion. And it's coming and all that. And we will hire Gruden instead. And everyone will be like, what the hell is going on? We got Gruden and Riddick. And he'll be like, yeah, I've always wanted to have my GM be someone who worked in television. And then
Riddick, the dude that be announcing?
Louis Riddick.
Him?
Yes. So then they'll freaking Gruden instead of Deion. We'll all be thrown off. We'll be like, oh man, this first week we're not getting Shador, and then we will immediately make a trade and be in position to get Shador, and it'll be all locked in. So it's going to be Riddick and Gruden and Shador, and then Mayock's going to come back as a special assistant, and it's going to bring Bisaccia back as a special teams coach.
Versace ass is stuck in Green Bay.
I don't know anymore. I'm just throwing shit at the wall because this is insane.
Right. Let's see. Gruden can drive off a cliff on the Michelin tire. Why y'all doing Gruden like that? If he's still the coach right now, you wouldn't feel that way if he never left.
Isn't this his job by like fairness doctrine or something?
Who?
You're saying that Gruden. You're saying that like he has a right to it, right?
What, to the job?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, amongst thieves, he do.
I mean, if there was honor and stuff, right? Anymore, we'd be like, okay, well, this job was taken from you unfairly.
Hands down. Yep. And if he said he didn't want Telesco, he got to go. Even though that wouldn't have been the best thing to do, but still.
Yeah, I'm still not there with that. But I get the idea that by some like real like honor and stuff.
Yeah, the game rewards you when you play it right.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll see how we play it here. It's going to be a really fun off season.
It's already been fun. It's already been fun at this point.
And now there's still more to come.
We stole the first week for sure. You can't tell us we didn't steal the first week of of the off season,
bro. No, he didn't.
We stole the first week. Oh,
we gonna bring back Reggie McKenzie. That's what he said.
Oh no! Don't let that be the reason.
Mildly better than Gruden. Mildly better. It's like still not good enough. Reggie McKenzie is like plain applesauce with no sugar.
I don't even like applesauce. So on that note, pineapples. I don't like it. It's time to go now. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna see what's up. We'll probably pull back up. I mean, as long as they get to acting up, we'll pull back up like the ice cream truck.
Yeah, we'll be back. We're gonna do Saturday Night Live regardless. So we build it on my channel. Come subscribe over at Nation Hotspot if you're not already there.
Yeah,
we'll be there Saturday night for the Saturday night special. Hopefully, we can get my boy Western out there. Maybe we get Pizzle, somebody. We'll get it figured out. Ben still hasn't come to my show, but his Saturdays be wild. So I don't know.
Yeah, he got Saturday night. So we'll see what's up.
So
hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we put the fun in dysfunctional.
Right, man.
Oh my mama!
Which team, by colors alone, is identifiable around the world?
The autumn wind is a raider.
Which team, by slogan, commitment to excellence?
Pillaging just for fun.
Just win, baby.
He'll knock you round.
All those things
Then upside down
are the Raiders.
and laugh when he's conquered and won.
When you have great coaches, then after you have great coaches, you get great players. You have a great organization, and you tell them one thing: just win.
He's blowing up. Raiders. Raiders.
win, baby.